it.
The situation in South Korea is becoming increasingly severe as wild boars frequently invade agricultural land, causing significant damage. Cornfields, rice paddies, and other essential crops are being destroyed, making it difficult for farmers to cope. In areas like Gyeonggi-do Province, where agriculture is the backbone of the local economy, the estimated damage caused by wild boars reaches up to $15 billion annually. Leave comment number 1 to join us in exploring today's hunt. It is estimated that around 400,000 wild boars are causing significant damage to both rural and urban areas. Local authorities are striving to control the wild boar population, but this is challenging due to their rapid reproduction rate and diverse habitats. As the threat from wild boars increases, the South Korean government has implemented measures to control their population in Gyeonggi-do, within the Gangwon-do mountain range where wild boars hide. Specialized teams have been established to monitor set traps and manage them. Traps are placed in areas frequently visited by wild boars with an average size of about 10x10 feet, designed to be spacious enough to ensure the boars get trapped. The traps are typically made of sturdy steel netting and feature automatic gates that close once the boars enter. This measure ensures greater safety for people during the trapping and movement process. With these foothold traps, hunters do not need to use bait to attract wild boars, as the traps are placed in strategic locations. Only hunters with a special permit are allowed to hunt wild boars. To obtain this permit, hunters must undergo a rigorous training process lasting at least 6 months. Do you like this trapping method? If yes, leave comment number 2. If no, leave number 5. The South Korean government strictly regulates the issuance of hunting permits and the use of traps to ensure the safety of hunters from wild boar attacks. In many cases, wild boars escape from traps because hunters fail to check them after setting. If the traps are not securely anchored to the ground or the clamps are not tight enough, the boars can easily break free during vigorous movement. The traps used must be licensed and meet the standards set by South Korean authorities. Using traps that do not comply with regulations can lead to the revocation of a hunter's hunting permit. Additionally, large steel cage traps are strategically placed across affected areas. These traps, designed to capture multiple wild boars at once, have an effectiveness rate of up to 85%. In areas like Inch, hundreds of wild boars have been managed using this method. Each trap can capture 3 to 5 wild boars depending on the size and structure of the cage. Hunters need to check traps regularly, ideally within 12 to 24 hours, after setting them to ensure humane hunting practices, and to reuse the traps as soon as possible. The trapping season typically occurs in the fall and early winter when wild boars are more active in search of food. Trapping during this period helps minimize the damage caused by wild boars to crops and property, and better controls their population growth in residential areas. Nighttime is when wild boars are most active, so setting traps during this period increases the likelihood of capturing them. These traps not only help reduce the damage caused by wild boars, but are also environmentally safe, avoiding negative impacts on other wildlife species. Thanks to modern sensor technology and motion detection devices, these traps achieve a success rate of up to 80% in capturing wild boars. Using steel cage traps to manage wild boars in South Korea offers several advantages over using firearms. Over the past 5 years, steel cage traps have saved costs on ammunition and eliminated the need to hire professional hunters. Moreover, these traps are safer for the environment as they do not cause noise pollution or pose risks to hunters. With an estimated average of 20,000 wild boars captured annually through this method, it significantly contributes to reducing the damage caused by wild boars nationwide. Hunters then collect the wild boars at trapping sites organized by local authorities. This activity provides data to help the government adjust management measures effectively. Each year, the South Korean government organizes community education programs to raise public awareness about the harm caused by wild boars and provide essential knowledge on how to avoid dangers when encountering them. Through years of effort and community education, the South Korean government has established a robust prevention and control system, helping to stabilize the lives of its citizens. Comment number 1 if you support the way South Koreans hunt wild boars using traps. Like and share the video to receive many benefits in your work. Keep watching the next video. A fierce wave of crisis swept through African cities in 2017 when lions once hailed as the kings of the jungle began encroaching on urban areas. These powerful predators, driven by hunger and desperation, roamed bustling streets attacking livestock with unrelenting ferocity. But their hunger didn't stop there. Humans also became prey if not controlled in time. If you want to embark on an adventure to explore lions with us, leave comment number 1. In a series of terrifying events, ferocious lions have launched direct attacks on residential areas in Kenya, Tanzania, and South Africa, plunging local communities into deep panic. The resounding roars, once confined to vast savannas, now echo through city centers with 15 attacks recorded in just 1 year. Urban areas have been thrust into a state of chaos and extreme fear. To counter this wave of attacks, African authorities have employed sophisticated hunting techniques honed over centuries from the Maasai's lion hunting traditions. The Maasai of East Africa share a deep and complex bond with the king of beasts, the lion. Their lion hunting tradition is not merely a matter of survival, but also a sacred ritual preserved for centuries. Courageous young Maasai men face this ferocious predator head-on, armed only with spears and unwavering resolve. Despite the immense danger posed by lions, the Maasai hold deep respect for the animal. Killing a lion is not just a life-or-death challenge, but also a rite of passage celebrated through the ritual of wearing a lion mask as a symbol of pride and honor. To Westerners, the idea of standing before a lion without weapons might seem like an unattainable fantasy. Lion hunting remains a significant activity today where the stakes are always high. In Limpopo Province, South Africa, and the Silas Wildlife Reserve in Tanzania, lion hunting is only permitted with a valid license. Any hunting outside designated areas is considered illegal and faces severe, uncompromising penalties. Do you think this hunting expedition is dangerous? If yes, leave comment number 2. If no, leave number 5.
Rifle safe.
Hunting groups must consist of at least 3 people, as lions are no ordinary predators. As the king of beasts, their sharp claws and teeth can bring down a target in less than 10 seconds during a surprise attack. Do you hear it? The chilling roar echoing from the bushes about 50 yards from the hunters. That's the warning from a true ruler. Lions don't just hunt, they dominate the game. Are you ready to face and stare into the eyes of the king of the wild? One small mistake, and the hunter becomes the prey. In the heart of Zimbabwe, where the sun scorches every inch of land and darkness is almost non-existent, lions lurk in the bushes, their bodies perfectly blending with the arid savanna. The harsh climate, with temperatures exceeding 95 degrees and 35 degrees C, makes every rustle in the brush thrilling and dangerous. This unforgiving environment demands that hunters have years of experience and a deep understanding of lion behavior. Hunting a lion here can yield rewards of up to $860,000. Hunters with over a decade of experience track every movement of the lion, from its territorial roars to its instinctual stalking behavior. Beyond the thrill of the hunt, this activity plays a crucial role in funding conservation programs, helping maintain the delicate and fragile balance between humans and the wild. The hunt succeeded thanks to seamless coordination and high expertise, led by a seasoned guide with over 250 direct encounters with lions. The chosen weapon was the blazer rifle, using 50 nitro express ammunition and equipped with a solar-powered red dot sight, a perfect tool to stop a charging lion. Certified since 2004, this rifle can take down a lion target from up to 250 yards. The challenging terrain, with soft sand underfoot, blazing sunlight overhead, and dense bushes, gives every advantage to the lion. After over 4 hours of exhausting tracking, tension peaks as the hunting group closes in on the target. A single small mistake could lead to severe consequences. The lion, with a powerful body weighing over 300 pounds, can take down prey in mere seconds. As the final shots ring out, the life and death confrontation between humans and the wild officially comes to a close. Lion hunting in the Maasai tradition symbolizes courage and a rite of passage. When participating in a lion hunt, ensure your equipment is in perfect condition, paying special attention to communication devices, as a small malfunction could directly threaten your safety. Wear thorough camouflage to avoid detection, as lions have sharp eyesight and can detect movement from a distance. A non-reflective jacket is essential to prevent light from revealing your position. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Keep following the next hunt.
Good shot, man. Good.
Today we will explore the wildcat, one of the most common wildcat species in North America. According to the Wildlife Conservation Organization, the wildcat population in North America is estimated to be between 2.5 and 6.5 million. This also poses numerous challenges for local communities, so how do wildcats impact human life? What measures are hunters taking to control their population? Comment number 1 and join us to dive into the details through the video.
Get out! Get out! Get out! Go! Get out! Let me!
Wildcats are a unique wild species adaptable to various habitats from dense forests to suburban areas. This adaptability allows them to thrive near human settlements, leading to increasingly frequent encounters with people. When natural food sources become scarce, they target poultry. According to the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department, wildcat predation on livestock is common, especially in areas with high wildcat populations and extensive livestock farming. This not only threatens farm security, but also causes economic losses of $10 to $20 million annually. Recognizing the damage wildcats cause to communities and the economy, North American hunters have developed innovative strategies to mitigate their impact. One of the most effective methods is the use of foothold traps designed with sturdy coil springs to safely capture the animals. Notably, these traps not only protect livestock but also reduce conflicts between humans and wildlife. To ensure maximum effectiveness and avoid serious injury to humans and other animals, these traps are placed in strategic locations such as trails, riverbanks, and around livestock areas where wildcats are commonly active. Choosing the right trap placement is key to preventing their movement, thereby protecting property and community safety. Do you think this method is effective? If yes, leave comment number 2. If no, leave number 5. These measures demonstrate the sophistication and professionalism of North American hunters. Data from invasive species management agencies shows a success rate when deploying 10 to 50 traps depending on the wildcat population density. Additionally, the primary motivation for hunters to undertake this dangerous work is the profit from trading wildcat-derived products. However, foothold traps face legal and ethical challenges that hunters must consider to ensure their methods are effective and compliant with state and federal regulations as well as permits. Additionally, aggressive measures are a top choice in curbing the population explosion of wildcats. As a result, North American hunters often use firearms to manage and mitigate the damage they cause. This method involves locating the animals and employing hunting techniques. These techniques use electronic or vocal calls to mimic the sounds of distressed prey such as rabbits or birds to trigger the wildcat's predatory instincts and lure them into the line of sight. This method is particularly effective in winter when food sources are scarce and wildcats are more active. In fact, these calls can attract wildcats from distances up to 300 yards, increasing the chances of a successful hunt. Did you know that specific hunting seasons and local regulations can impact the effectiveness of these methods? Understanding this information will help you maximize your hunting time and minimize unwanted risks when participating in hunts.
Oh, yeah. Pretty.
Hunting wildcats is a controversial topic. Supporters argue that it is necessary to manage invasive populations and protect livestock from predation. Conversely, opponents are concerned about animal welfare and the negative ecological impacts of reducing predator populations. What are your thoughts on the ethical issues surrounding wildcat hunting? How can we balance the need for population control with animal welfare? Share the video to bring good luck to your family. Comment number 1 if you support trapping measures. Keep watching the next video.
Hello everyone, the echo of rifle shots echoed throughout the forests, signaling the beginning of the leopard hunt in America. Farmers and hunters are facing threats from them, causing damage to livestock and human safety. The U.S. government has allowed controlled hunting to maintain ecological balance. In 2023, more than 250 leopards were taken down, reducing damage by about 20% compared to 2022. Leopards are the most dangerous predators in the tropical forests of America. They possess strength and can reach speeds of up to 34 miles per hour, with an attack force 4 times stronger than that of a lion. Their hunting abilities are diverse, ranging from small prey to antelopes, weighing up to 772 wolves. Each year, around 250 attacks on humans are recorded, while thousands of livestock fall prey to them. To effectively manage the jaguar population in a way that ensures safety for both humans and the animals, using traps is a feasible method. These traps can be designed to capture jaguars without causing harm, allowing for data collection or relocation to safer conservation areas. This approach helps minimize conflicts between jaguars and humans, while also protecting other wildlife species within the ecosystem. By carefully monitoring and controlling jaguar populations, we can strike a balance between conservation efforts and human safety. To control the leopard population, some countries allow regulated hunting with a quota of about 600 individuals per year. Leopard hunting in the U.S. is a challenging and dangerous activity, but it is also beneficial in managing the population of the species. To be allowed to hunt, hunters must be at least 22 years old and hold a valid license issued by the relevant authorities.
We got a dead cat, man.
The licensing process requires hunters to participate in wildlife conservation and safety training courses. Leopard hunting is not for those in poor health, as these are dangerous animals with long teeth and claws, and an attack from them can cause serious injuries to the hunter. To track the prey, hunters often look for footprints, claw marks on tree trunks, and other signs indicating the presence of leopards in the area.
Now you've got moves.
When detected, hunters often use bait to lure the leopards out of their hiding spots, hanging fresh meat on large tree branches and waiting in silence for several hours. When they appear, the hunter must have good shooting skills and act humanely. However, if the shot is not accurate, the situation can become extremely dangerous. A wounded leopard may attack the hunter. When hunting leopards, hunters often have to set up tents to prevent the leopards from detecting the presence of humans. Each leopard hunted can bring between $6,000 and $12,000 to the hunter, depending on the size and quality of the pelt. At the same time, taking down one female leopard can help control about 25 to 35 individuals in the future, as this species reproduces rapidly with around 2 to 5 cubs per litter. Hunters must also pay attention to large tree branches, as this is where leopards often hide to stalk prey or rest. With their ability to climb, they can easily conceal themselves in dense foliage and wait for an opportunity to attack prey passing below. Leopard hunting not only provides income for hunters, but also plays an important role in controlling the population of this species. According to statistics, around 600 to 800 leopards are legally hunted each year in the U.S., contributing to maintaining the ecological balance in the region. However, it is important to emphasize that leopard hunting is an activity that requires extreme caution and strict adherence to regulations. Only experienced, properly trained hunters with valid licenses are allowed to participate in this activity. The ultimate goal is to protect human safety and the livestock economy in the U.S. Leopard hunting is not only a hunting activity but also an important part of maintaining ecological balance. Remember, each of us has the responsibility to protect ourselves by understanding the behavior of leopards and preventing attacks. Please comment 1 if you support hunting, hit the subscribe button to follow upcoming videos, and let's watch more videos together. In the 1990s, a research facility in Arizona called the Desert Wildlife Experiment Center conducted groundbreaking research to stimulate the growth of native lizards. The goal was to explore their ecological impact, but the experiment was unsuccessful, causing the reptiles to double in size.
He's located something in this grass, this early morning dew.
These creatures can reach speeds of up to 25 miles per hour, making them more dangerous and capable of attacking humans. They threaten to consume up to 50 loads of animal carcasses and garbage each day. Their presence has contaminated over 4,000 acres of farmland, leading to severe water and soil pollution. The damage to agricultural production alone exceeded $30 million, with no clear solution in sight. In 2000, the U.S. government launched a hunting campaign to control the outbreak of giant lizards in Arizona. Wildlife conservation officials closely monitored the reptiles and determined that hunters should maintain a distance of at least 100 yards to avoid danger. In swampy areas, hunting dogs were often used to assist in tracking, but hunters had to exercise extreme caution, as the lizard's powerful tail could knock down anyone who got too close. Hunters were advised to stay away from the wetlands in eastern Arizona because the terrain there increased the risk of encountering the lizards and surprise attacks. Hunter safety is the top priority when hunting lizards, and obtaining a license is not easy. Only individuals between the ages of 21 and 50, with no criminal record, are eligible. They must complete a 6-month hunting course, learning from experienced hunters. The training costs around $2,500, making it a serious commitment. Each hunting season, only 150 licensed hunters are allowed to participate, from June to September. The harsh desert environment of Arizona requires hunters to be in good physical condition, and hunting on rainy days should be avoided due to the dangerous swampy terrain, or hunters should go together for support.
Woi. Wah, mantap. Headshot, woi.
In many hunting trips, investigations by the Arizona Game Foundation have shown that using cover increases the hunter's chances of success by reducing the lizard's awareness of the hunter's presence. The success rate increased to 80% per hunt. Hunters typically use high-powered AR-15 rifles capable of firing up to 10 rounds at once, equipped with advanced binoculars. This equipment allows for maximum efficiency, enabling hunters to take down up to 5 lizards per day.
Mantap bang. Woi.
Thanks to modern equipment, the government has reduced the lizard population from 10,000 to 3,000 to 3,500 in just a few months in Arizona. Hunters are only allowed to operate in areas designated on their licenses, such as the Sonoran Desert and the Superstition Mountains, where large numbers are found. Off-season violations are heavily fined, up to $55,000. Hunters are encouraged to stay informed about policy changes through the official website of the Arizona Department of Fish and Game. At the end of the hunting season in Arizona, hunters must report their activities to the authorities, adding urgency and responsibility. The rules are very clear, and catching lizards by hand is prohibited, especially in the dangerous swamps near the Colorado River. Hunters are advised to understand the behavior of the lizards in these areas to avoid dangerous encounters. Safety comes first, and adhering to these regulations is essential to preventing accidents.
Tiga.
You wouldn't think these lizards would be eaten, would you? Some species of lizards are legally allowed for consumption, and they must be hunted in managed areas like the Sonoran Desert. Lizards weighing more than 100 olbs are not allowed to be consumed due to health concerns and must be euthanized during the hunting season. Hunters are only permitted to process no more than 50 olbs of meat, and all of it must be approved by the Arizona Department of Health Services before consumption. If you have any information about countermeasures for dealing with lizards, please comment below to help build a safe hunting organization. Comment number 1 if you think the lizard handling methods in the U.S. are reasonable. Stay tuned for more upcoming content. These methods have been very effective in stopping the spread of some invasive species. If you have any ideas to improve the solution, share your thoughts in the comments so we can discuss it together. Thanks for watching the whole video. If you liked it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to tell your friends so they can watch the video too. Goodbye and see you in the next one.